What's going on, guys? This is Dio from Red Diamond Mobility Detailing, and today, obviously by the way that I'm dressed, this is going to be kind of a different video today. Today we're working on a 1999 Lincoln Town Car, and got a kind of a special situation here. A client called me and said that this is kind of a car that's been parked in the backyard for about a year and a half. He's starting it up, and he's going to be pulling out of here and using this now as an everyday driver. And when he went in to start it for the first time in quite some time, noticed a very strong smell, and after doing a little bit of researching around in the car, I know what that smell is. I'll hold that for later, but we're doing a full interior and exterior detail on, kind of like what I would call a bargain find. A car that's been seriously neglected for quite some time, but it's going to get the love and attention that it desperately needs. So that's all coming up today in this video. Okay, so from the start, you wouldn't say it's not that bad. I mean, this is a normal, kind of level of dirt and stuff like that for your car that's been sitting this long. But I'm actually going to put my mask on. Hold on, so that the smell is what gets you. I hope you guys can still hear me. So after I smelled the smell, I immediately put on gloves and put on a respirator, right? Everything you need to do. Okay. So like I said, pretty normal up until here. Viewer discretion is advised, by the way, at this point. Okay, so here is where I went, okay, we've got an issue. So that pellet right there, that's a rat dropping. Okay. Here we go. So, I smelled it. Oh, let's pop the glove box. Okay. So that's where we're at. Okay. So, I'll get away from here a little bit. Okay. Now that rat has been gone for quite some time. It is past the point of decaying. So, like I said, when we're doing this, protect yourself, right? You definitely don't want to be breathing in that stuff. So, this kind of applies, the way that we're going to be handling this applies to almost anything that has to do with like mold, mildew, obviously rodents, whatever the situation is, anything that extreme, definitely have to take care of yourself, as best as you can. So today, like I said, we're going to be talking about full interior odor removal, obviously rodent removal, but I'm just basically taking you through the process of this would also apply to mold, mildew, anything like that. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of mildew and things like that just from sitting so long, but this kind of applies to everything. And just the biggest key is, one, making sure that you're safe. That's number one for sure, and that comes with protection and everything that you see here, and then just addressing the vehicle completely different than any other detail. And then two, obviously, another really important thing, protect your customers. Whenever you say that it is done, make sure that it's done. That comes with a lot of research, knowledge, and knowing how to tackle mold or rodent or odor issues. Whenever you hand the key back to the customer, just know for a fact that whatever was the issue was taken care of, where they can get in their car and they can drive down the road with the windows up or whatever, and the AC on, and they're not going to worry about getting sick afterwards, because this is your responsibility, right? Our responsibility is to take care of our customers. Okay, so just this isn't like a normal detail where it's like, this takes it to that next level of care, right? So just something to keep in mind. But just like a normal interior detail, we're pretty much going to do everything. We're just adding the full steam cleaning to it, so I'll kind of update you on what's going on, just to have this documented, because this is kind of just an unusual case. But, all right, enough talking, let's get started. Okay guys, so obviously it changed the scenery. So let me kind of catch you up on where we are. Right now the trunk is completely done. So in the detail, talking to the client when I was in the process, talking to the client and understanding his expectations and wanting to know exactly what he wanted as far as like results go. And then a couple things actually were added onto it, like headlight restoration and just a few minor cosmetic things that were kind of additional to the service. In the process of doing it, realized that this is going to be more than just an 8-hour detail that we expected. You know, go in the morning, hit it, and be done with it in a day. This is a 2-day detail for sure. So that being said, brought it to the shop. So this gives me a lot more time with it, and obviously a lot more freedom. I can't, you know, it's kind of difficult to detail at a customer's house at 12 a.m., but I'm going to, because we're going to get this done in the time that I told him, which was, it's going to be tomorrow evening that I'll have that done for him. So, so that being said, that's, like I said, that's where we're at. And you know those cooking shows when they cook food and they taste it and they're like, this is really good. Obviously, you don't know that, but just take their word for it. That's what you're gonna have to do with me. The smell is out of the trunk, so I'll pull in the camera. Let me show you what's going on here. Okay, so way better, right? Way better than it was before. And like I said, the smell's gone. And the door jambs to the trunk lid, really clean, right? Came out really clean. Now, obviously, there's going to be some stuff here. Once we wash it and we detail the exterior, that's when we're going to come in here and I'm going to re-clean these and make sure that there's no water spots in or anything like that. But it came out really clean. So, the trunk is completely done, right? Stains are all removed, odor is removed. Done there, so that's shut. So now, like I said, this evening I'm going to be focusing on the exterior, or I'm sorry, the interior. And most of you guys already know, right? Get rid of the source, right? And that this is particular to the unwanted guest that we have, right? Get rid of the source, find the entrance, find the exit, whatever the deal is, and that's really just to tell the customer, like, hey, we got the detail or whatever done, but there's still a way for them to either get in or out, or there's parts that need to be replaced. In this case, there are parts that need to be replaced by the compressor. He chewed through the firewall where there are wires. So there could be electrical issues, there could be wire shortages. I'm just not sure. So again, just letting the customer know this is where he came in, let a mechanic know, and then they need to diagnose you know, things in that area. If there are damages or things that need to be replaced. I know that there's a fan that needs to be replaced because it seems like the unwanted guest chewed through some of the blades to get in, and that's how they kind of squeezed in and got where they needed to go. So, rodents, like I said, remove the source, find the entrance and exit, get that taken care of, and then just a really, really thorough detailing. If you have steam, obviously that's going to be your best friend. If not, treat this car like you're doing a really deep stain removal, because wherever that odor is, it's airborne and it's everywhere. So tackle the whole car, right? Don't just go where the source is and go, you're good. Maybe, sure. But in my experience, it's best to just do the entire interior. And that gives your customer confidence in that you're doing a thorough job. That gives you confidence that you're not going to get a call 2 days later, hey, it got a little warm and now I can smell it again, right? So that's an issue. So just be mindful of that. If you're dealing with mold, everything that we're doing today, especially as far as protection, definitely do that. Definitely, you're going to be dressed the same way I was dressed, even though we're dealing with rodents. You're going to be dressed like that with mold. You're going to definitely want a really high-grade mold respirator, okay? They're like $60, but they're well worth it. You do not want to get sick detailing cars. Take care of yourself, for sure. Take care of your skin. Full body suit, gloves, and change your gloves out constantly, right? If you go to get a drink of water, rip those gloves off. Don't touch your water bottle when you have mold or whatever on your hands. Be very, very mindful, because, you know, you just don't want to get that anywhere else. When you're done with mold, all your tools have to be cleaned, right? Now, in the case of mold, microfibers. Now, for those of you guys know, I divide my microfiber towels into 3 groups, and that's A, B, and C. A is like brand new or towels that I would use on like really exotic cars, very, very expensive cars. So they're brand new, or they've only been used for either that particular car, depending on the car, or just really high-end cars that are super clean, right? B is your everyday use, right? So these are towels that have been used, and you can divide them up: interior, exterior, wheels, whatever you divide those groups up as subdivisions in B. Okay, but these are towels that are in good shape, right? And you can use them, they've got a lot of life in them, right? C towels are on their last leg, right? So these are towels that are really dirty, that are either, they're old and they're just matted down. The loops on the microfiber, for those of you who don't know, the microfiber is weaved in a loop, and that's what actually catches things, is that it's weaved with loops. When those loops break, then it's just two strands of microfiber strings. So they kind of, their effectiveness, how effective they are, kind of goes down. Use these towels for door jams, engines, wheels, throw them away. In this case, mold. So when you use these towels, throw them away. Do not wash them. Most certainly do not wash them with any of your other good towels. You guys, if you guys don't know, let me know and I'll let you know in the comment section. But washing your microfibers, you want to keep those matched together. So you want to do your window towels in one wash, your A towels, B towels, C towels, whatever the case, all together. What happens is if you wash, just say like a C towel with an A towel, it's going to destroy that A towel, right? If you wash a microfiber with a window towel, it's going to beat the crap out of that window towel. So just keep them divided. In this case, use C towels, and when you're done with them, throw them away, right? So when you're dealing with mold, you have to be very, very clean, and you have to make sure that you throw everything away in trash bags. You do not want anything spreading, so just be mindful of that. Like I said, when it's taking care of rodents or mold, same kind of approach, but different things that you need to do. Another thing that I want to mention about mold is that mold is sporous, okay, and it's airborne. So when you get to a car, and I've seen them, where you open up the door and you can take your finger and scoop up mold, okay? You do not want to take steam and spray the mold all over the place, okay? What you want to do is anything that you can see visually is a massive buildup of mold. If it's black or whatever the deal is, if you can visually see it, it's a massive buildup. So you want to take your C towels and you want to take some sort of really strong cleaner, like hydroperoxide or something like that. But just be careful when you're cleaning certain cars. You don't want to have too concentrated of a cleaner detail in the car. But you want to get anything visually out of the car first, right? Before you even introduce steam into the interior, right? Again, you're still wearing all your safety stuff, but clean the whole car first with just towels with the product on the towels. Don't spray the product all over the car. Spray it on the towel. Wipe the whole interior of the car down. Then, once you've spent however long it takes, right, getting as much mold as you possibly can, and even if you can't see it, like I said, wipe the whole interior down as much as you possibly can. Then you can introduce steam. Now, steam is going to kill the mold because it's hot. It's hot enough, but it's delicate enough for the interior. But it's also pressurized, so you are going to be blowing. If you didn't go and wipe everything down, you'd be blowing mold everywhere, right? So if you're doing mold, do it that way. But like I said, a lot of similarities between taking care of rodent odor smells and mold. Just a few things that you need to change, but those little changes will make it successful and, most importantly, very safe for you and your clients. It is going to get dark, so as far as the quality, that's why I wanted to get most of this out while it was daytime. Of course, I'm going to take more videos, but you might miss the interior tonight just because it's going to get dark. But you have all the information, and that's what you need. So we're going to keep going with this, and we're going to go well into the night because we're going to get this done when we told our client. Alright guys, so here we are. So obviously it's hot out, right? This has taken a good part of my effort, for sure. But the interior is done, and I'll pull the camera in and I'll show you guys what's going on. So the smell is gone, right? So now not only does the car not smell, so it's comfortable to drive in, but most importantly now it's safe, right? So now we're going to tackle the exterior. That's going to be in a couple different videos. Trying to break up these gigantic long videos into short little biteable segments. Trying to get better at this YouTubing thing. So that is, in a nutshell, getting rid of mold, getting rid of pests, odors, you know, and also stains. We've talked about stains. I'll link some videos in the description. There's a video about pH balance. So in this vehicle, it was all stains that were removed easily with an acidic product, right? An all-purpose cleaner. Now, if you were to go at this vehicle with a base cleaner, you would lock in those stains. You'd have to dye the carpet. What I did is use the all-purpose cleaner and remove all the stains and the odor, right? Vacuum up that moisture, okay? Then go back and reapply product. Same thing, same deal, right? Just to double in, you know, make sure, right? Vacuum, then steam clean. Okay, so that's gonna get anything out. So then you re-vacuum to get all the moisture out, and then I added a base cleaner, right? Something that's got hydroperoxide in it, just in case, just to kill anything. And you just do a couple light sprays just so it sets in the carpet after the steam's heated it up, and just let that set for a little bit. All right, kill everything, and then again, steam and vacuum. When we're done, there's no product left in the carpet. So if you're getting into the car, it's not cleaning the bottom of your shoes. That's a big issue. So make sure that when you're using product, whether it's all-purpose cleaner, whether it's an acidic product, whether it's a base product, whatever you're using for whatever situation, make sure that you completely remove all of that product to not re-soil the carpet when the customer gets in the car. So now that we're done with that, now we're going to move on to the other videos about the exterior, including headlight restoration, how to remove mildew from paint, things like that. So as always, you can get a hold of me. Comment section's the best, but if you need to email me privately, dogreen@ymail.com. It's a good way to get a hold of me. So thanks guys for your support. Take care.